fuck up.
Sorry for her cussing.
Sorry. Our dog, he is a little monster.
Yeah, Gizmo is something else. So we apologize.
Potty mouth. Yes, at times I can have a potty mouth.
Hi, Shandira.
Hi.
Gizmo, no.
Hello.
Hi.
Hey.
What's up? We're talking about our dog.
Hey,
Hello.
hello, ladies.
Oh my gosh.
Sorry
Excuse
about
us.
that. Gizmo was acting up. Our dog. We apologize.
It's all good.
It's a live show, people. Anything can happen.
Ready?
So how are you?
I am good. Hang on, let me pop in my second earbud real quick so I can really hear you. I can get it in there. Okay. Okay. Yes, I am doing well. Thank you, ladies, for having me on today.
Coming. Oh, we got a comment already. Darius Cosplay said, "Nice match."
Thank you.
All-
Yes, it's awesome.
It's Charm's fault. Thank you.
So shall we get started?
Yes.
Okay. Hi, everybody. Divas on a Dime here with the talented J-Vest cosplay. Yes. And this was a nerd porn. So to start off, you want to share anything? Tell us about yourself.
Yes. First and foremost, I just want to say, um, give it up for the divas, y'all. They are absolutely looking stunning as always. Okay. It's I want to say Kendra and I want to say Christy, right?
Yes.
Okay. Okay. Good. I got it. Okay. Okay. So I've been watching. I've been watching. Okay. Okay. All right. But yeah. Let's get started, shall we? What do you guys want to know about me?
Yeah, whatever you feel comfortable, sharing.
All right, let's get right to it. Let's see, number one. I know you guys gave me the hit list here. I call it the hit list. Let's see, yeah. See what we're rolling with. All right, introduction about yourself. Well, first and foremost, my name is John. I'm 98. I mean, 28 years old. Okay. I'm from Buffalo, New York.
Okay.
716 Charm. You already know. 716. We do it big. Hometown already. You already know. Um, yeah, I'm just like her. I'm also the oldest out of four other siblings.
Okay.
I have two brothers, two sisters.
Oh wow.
As far as my family background,
Uh-huh.
I come from a huge family of like artists and hairdressers and um, singers and dancers, musicians, all that good stuff. So, um, yeah, Buffalo, it's one of those artistic type of cities. So it's definitely something I was, a part of. It was huge. It kind of runs through my veins as well.
Awesome. That's cool.
Let's see. Yeah, a lot of talented folks in my family. I moved to a lot of places growing up. You guys live in Virginia, right?
Yeah.
I lived in Richmond for a few years.
Really?
Yeah,
That's
yeah.
what. That's so
Okay.
cool.
I went to Armstrong High School. It was called Kennedy before. You guys familiar with this, the high school?
Yeah,
Yeah.
Armstrong. Yup.
Yeah, I went there from. Yeah, I went there. I went to Thompson Middle School there too as well. So yeah, I was definitely kind of known in the Richmond, Virginia neighborhood.
That is so cool. It's like everyone is connected.
I know.
Right?
Guess
Small
what?
world.
Gizmo the fan. Gizmo the fan.
Small world. Yeah, I moved around a lot. Yeah, I moved from 2004 to Virginia, lived there up until 2009. Then I head straight back to New York. I lived in Minnesota.
That is so. Yeah, like, oh my God, we could have been going to conventions and
All
hanging out.
right. That's the whole fact. I went to King's Dominion and everything. I could have saw y'all at King's Dominion, all of that. The whole fact.
Crazy. But that's so cool though. You come from a talented family. We can see like your cosplays are amazing.
Yeah, they've passed the talent down for sure.
Thank you, thank you. And it's funny because none of them can cosplay.
Oh, that's like your thing. So you're the expert on that.
They can do your hair, but they can't cosplay.
Wow.
Let's see what else. Yeah, been through a lot over there. I was there during Hurricane Katrina, of course. Yeah, during a lot of crucial stuff. Um, last state I lived in was Minnesota. Very cold state during the winter. Um, very beautiful state. It has the biggest mall in the country.
Wow.
Oh, I'm sorry, Karen. I'm over there hypnotizing y'all.
Yeah, they're like,
I built all of this, by the way. Yeah, everything I make actually freaking works.
yeah. Excuse me
We're
one
sorry. Gizmo is just oh my God.
Jesus is real
But that is so cool. Like a question, you said you lived in Minnesota. Like what is like the nerd scene like out in Minnesota?
They do have massive Comic Cons. Again, Minnesota has the biggest mall in America, hands down. That mall is ginormous. If you think your mall is big, you gotta go over there and check their mall out. Like they have everything in the mall. They have an airport almost in the mall. They have a train station in the mall. Like it's that freaking massive. They have a mall in the mall. Like, it's massive. So
Well, I
huge
guess
Comic
enough.
Cons.
I guess a question now to ask is when did you realize you were a nerd?
Oh yes. Yes, getting yep. That's actually my next question coming up. I'm glad y'all mentioned that one. I'm chugging along, folks. I'm chugging. I'm trying. Let's see. Yeah. When did I become a nerd? Man, look. As long as I can remember, man. Like I've been around the block for a while. I was born in 1992, so I mean, definitely some of the most crucial times there. It didn't really hit me until I want to say the late '90s, somewhere in there, when I truly became a nerd. I blame my father because he was a huge Star Trek, sci-fi horror kind of guy. I think I got a lot of my building type talent from him because he was so freaking excellent with just fixing anything. Like if anything broke, he was the go-to guy. Like whether it's computers, cars, all that. Like yeah, very talented brother. My father, so I get that from him. My mom's side is artistic, so as far as when I became a nerd, it didn't really hit me till like when I was that little handsome nugget-headed kid, and shut up, Charles. No, I feel like I'm 98. I mean, I got back problems already, but yeah, I'm getting old, y'all. I know. 28. I'm 28, going on 98. I'll put it that way.
You're still young.
I got a bad back. That's sad, but yeah, it didn't hit me until I want to say kindergarten. This was back in '97. That's when I like was getting into all this weird stuff, um, like for example, back when History Channel was really good, I got into like aliens and UFOs and flying saucers and all that other weird stuff, like stuff little kids wouldn't really get into. So it's so bizarre. Again, growing up that little nugget-headed kid from Buffalo, New York. I went to school 77. Charm probably knows what school that is because me and Charm were like from the same backyard pretty much. So she probably already knows where all this stuff took place. But yeah, I was weird. I was weird back then. I wanted to be a weatherman. I was so interested in tornadoes and all that good stuff. Like I was so weird as a kid growing up. And then the movie Titanic came out because it was 1997, and then I was fascinated with the freaking Titanic. I don't know what kind of black kid would be fascinated with a freaking ship like Titanic. I don't know. It just I I was a weird kid back then, um, but again, a lot of that stuff it makes me who I am today. But my nerdiness didn't really take flight until I know this sounds weird, but until Star Wars Episode 1 came out back in '99. I think it was 1999. Of course, it wasn't the best Star Wars, but it was the first one I got a chance to literally sit down and watch it, as a kid and be captivated by this movie. Because, yeah, it started when my stepdad, he called me into the living room. He was like, "Hey, John, you might be interested in this." So I'm like, "Okay." So I'm looking. I'm like, Star Wars Episode 1, The Phantom Menace. What the is this? Like, so, and so I guess because at the time during that year, I think it was 1999, they kept shoving down our throats the advertisements and the just all that stuff. It was everywhere. It was on commercials. It was on the news. It was just everywhere. So I'm like, you know what? Let's give this a try. So I'm over here watching the making of the movie. Like they did a documentary with George Lucas and all that stuff. So I'm sitting there watching, and when I say my eyes were like glued to the effing TV, like I was so captivated with just the lightsabers, the sounds, the robots, the characters, and I'm like, wait, this was here before? like I'm like, wait, if this is episode 1, then what's the others? Other ones that was made, way before my time. So yeah, after I sat down and actually got to watch the movie, that's when I really just became a nerd. I'm like, like this joint right here is captivating. Like, because again, I was that weird kid in Buffalo, New York, who loved aliens and space and UFOs and just all that stuff. So, being able to sit down and watch Star Wars as a kid, it was so captivating. Like how kids from the '70s got to watch the first Star Wars. So that was my captivation moment right there. Uh, Definitely the late '90s. That's when it took flight. Very crucial time in my life when I started discovering all my talents and stuff and nerdiness.
Listen, many talents.
Mm-hmm.
Like you all, if you're not following him, you need to. Like you have some, like, seriously, like instruments too that you play. I was like,
yeah, that was awesome. I was
yes.
Like, whoa. Rocket.
So I guess the next question. We're pretty sure that you go to conventions and been to. So which conventions have you been to in your area?
Man, I'm not gonna lie. Unfortunately, I didn't. This year I was supposed to go to BlurredCon and meet all you awesome folks and Charm too, but Rona 2020 decided to make his presence well known and F me up. So yep, I guess I won't be doing BlurredCon this year. So hopefully next year. So, but as far as the cons I did go to, I went to several here in the the Central New York region, in the Syracuse area. Thank you. Thank you. Yeah, I've been to several. I started cosplaying in October of 2009, but I was nowhere as freaking good as how I'm doing now. So when I finally discovered conventions here, it's like, yes, my prayers has been answered. There's actually Comic Cons here. So I started going in, I want to say 2016. I think that's when I started going to conventions, and uh, yeah, after that, the rest was history. I just started going like crazy. Trying to think, Retro Game Con, Syracuse Comic Con, and what's the other one called? Salt City Comic Con. Those are the three. Those are the three main ones I would go to every year since I think 2015, 2016, something like that. And let's see what else. Yeah, those are the ones. I haven't been out of state yet. I would love to. This was supposed to be my year to actually travel out of state to meet a lot of you guys, but Rona 2020 decided to make her presence known. So hopefully next year. But I'd love to go to Dragon Con, but it's so packed.
Yeah, huge.
I love to venture out more. Maybe San Diego. Who knows? I'd love to travel more. Um, I'd love to go to conventions with Charm. That would be nice.
Yeah. Yes.
Did
Both of y'all.
yeah, right? I mean, we would slay together, bro. I'm like, come on now.
Oh, we got a question by Real Women of Cosplay. She says, "Have
Yeah.
you been to I guess New York City Comic Con?"
That was another one we were supposed to go to too. That one, I want to say, it's super expensive, so we got to save up a bit for that one. Um, I live in New York State. I'm not too far from that one, but I got to save up a bit more for that one, even though it's not too far from me. I want to check out that one in Canada that Charm was talking about. Excuse the phone, that's not for me.
It's
That's not for me. I'm not gonna answer it anyway. Yeah. So anyway, yeah, I would love to go to that Toronto Comic Con. I think that's what it's called. With Charm. She doesn't live too far from me. She's actually 2 freaking hours away. So it's like, hey, I mean, if you want to swing through, we can slay together. And there's Asia. Hi, Asia. You look greasy today. How you doing? Good. You want some chicken? No chicken? You got duck sauce? Okay, no duck sauce. You got no duck sauce, bro.
Y'all making me hungry? Oh no. Oh no.
Yeah, that's Asia right there.
Oh, we got a question too. Another one.
Yeah.
Zebra Chan. She said, "Would you submit your tutorials to magazines?" Yes. Yeah, that's a good question.
That's a good question. But I submit my tutorials. Yes, I would. I would probably submit them in writing. But again, I appreciate it. I'm very flattered, even if I get the honor to do that. But movie cosplay has me beat by like a million miles right now. So it's like I want to, but it's like, am I that good?
Yes, you're amazing. Yeah. Yes.
I mean, my electronics do work. Everything, all the suits that I make, if they have like anything where if it's the lights or the freaking saw blades or whatever, everything on my suit works. Like I'll get into that later on though. But yeah, those are the cons I went to. Again, I would love to, beef up my squad a little bit more. I would love to have Charmera on the team. Us go to conventions together. She doesn't live too far from me. Yeah, I definitely want to bring her over here for some conventions, like probably Salt City, because they're not that expensive, and it's within the area, so I think she'll like here. Me and Asia, we can make you breakfast. But let's see. What's the next question? Oh, memorable experiences. Is that?
Yeah.
That's what y'all want. That one's pretty beefy. It's a lot on that one. I'll go through it. That's a lot, but I'll go through them all for you guys.
Please share.
Yes, yeah. Okay. Memorable experiences. Definitely winning first place at one of the conventions I went to. Because again, when I started going to Comic Cons here, and I want to say 2015, 2016, bruh, I was on a freaking losing streak. Like when I go to cons, I had people come to me and be like, "Hey, you should enter in the competitions." I'm like, "Me? I don't know." They're like, "Yeah, you should." So I'm like, "All right." So I entered in every convention I went to here. I would go to all the competitions, and I was just on a huge losing streak, and I was so mad because I'm like, "Yo, I'm not about to keep losing to people that ain't even from the state." You feel me? Like, that can't happen, bro. Like, I ain't gonna let Jimmy from Arizona over here whoop me in some convention. I'm like, nah, bro. This is my home turf. This is New York, so I'm like, nah, I gotta do it big. So finally, my prayers were answered. I forgot what year it was. I think it was 2017? It was either 2017 or 18. I'll say 2017. But I finally won my very first place Comic Con grand prize. And dang, I had the helmet, but I converted it for y'all. Oops. But I was you know the game Halo?
Yeah.
I was one of the armored Halo Spartans, and that won me first place. I'll send y'all photos and all that other good stuff afterwards. But yeah, I finally won. I was happy. I was like, yes, because you really don't see a lot of blurs really win in these cosplay competitions. So I wanted to represent, put myself out there on stage to try to inspire other people of color that we need more of us on stage. Because when I was up on that stage, it was very few black folks. So it's been a huge honor for me to even win first place. And it was a cash prize. It was pretty thick. And Charm Squishy Self got a question. Yes, Charm. Oh.
The other guy, 22, had asked about your helmet. He said, "Your helmet, is it from Saul or Red Riot from My Hero Academia?"
Ooh, you know what? I'm actually glad you brought that up. This helmet is actually from the Saw movies. It's pretty much Charm Nara's fault. She is the one who designed this bizarre mashup cosplay of a reverse bear trap and a transformer suit that I have somewhere in my closet. But
She's so talented.
Girl.
Tamara, you are so freaking
she is. I'm telling you, man, we would make an excellent duo. Like we freaking slay. Like
Wow.
it's her
Yeah.
fault, but yeah, it's supposed to be from Saw. It's the reverse bear trap, mixed with like Transformers type. I added these demon type ears and stuff, and but you know what? That's actually a good thing he brought that up because I could turn it into that My Hero character in a way. So what's her name? Oh, dang, I forgot her name, but yeah, I know what you're talking about. I could actually do that. You're welcome, Charm. Yes, definitely. Big ups to Charm. She's so freaking innovative with her bizarre. I don't know how she comes up with this stuff, but it's like when we put our talents together, we create magic, literally. So, but as far as memorable moments, yes, I have a lot. Where's those pictures? I had them somewhere. Oh, here we are. I'm so greasy. Let's see. Yeah, so after I won first place at that convention, next year rolled on by 2018, and 2018 by far was definitely probably one of my favorite years, 2018. That's when I went to another Comic Con here at the mall, and I wanted to do something different for everybody. So I decided to dress up as Falcon from, I think it was the Avengers Civil War at the time. I think it was Avengers Civil War. But yeah, I dressed as Falcon, and I ended up winning first place grand prize at that convention. I was so happy. Aww. and my girlfriend, she came in the top 5. So I pretty much beat her again because she's my rival. So I got her into cosplay first of all, but yeah, she's my rival and my headache. Um, I have the photos. The first one is me in my Falcon suit, and there she is in her Mifa costume. And we took a picture with wrestler Goldust, if you guys are familiar with the.
Oh, yeah.
Love Golda.
He's a big guy, but I'm not too far away from his size. So here's a picture of us all together.
That is so
Wow.
cool.
Hey.
How cool is that?
There's Asia right here. She's in her Mifa. This big old spear here is actually right behind me.
Wow.
This thing is huge in person. I think it's about 8 foot or something like that. But yes,
Oh,
and she made all of this, like even the costume. She made all that. She sewed it, all that stuff, painstakingly. So yeah, she's a beast on that sewing machine, y'all. Cause bruh, I can't sew. Okay, so I'm like,
no.
I can't sew,
Get one.
but I can build armor. There's me and my Falcon.
Wow.
So yeah, I won first place. And also, last but not least, I think y'all gonna like this one. I also took a picture with special guest, one of the female soldier guards from the movie Black Panther. Her name is Jaynisha Ginyard, I believe. And yep, here we are, Wakanda forever.
Whoa.
Oh my God.
She's so sweet. She is so awesome. But yeah, all this was at our mall, and it's funny because her and Goldust, like after the convention or in between the convention, I would see both Goldust and Jaynisha just having a blast at our mall. Like I seen them like riding on these motorized scooters that were shaped like animals, and they were just like going for a ride on them things, and they were just having a blast. So it's and even to this day I would see them talk to each other on social media like, hey, how you doing, and they're just the best of friends. So I thought that was an awesome moment too, that they became friends just because of the Comic-Con. So that was pretty cool too. Yeah. So yeah, I won that first prize. It felt so freaking good, y'all. Because I don't know, it's just you don't, especially here in the city, you don't see a lot of black folks on the stage doing these contests. So
Yeah.
me and Asia, we decided to like team up and put ourselves out there to let other blurs and people of color know that that we represent you guys, and we're trying to put ourselves out there to let people know that you can do it too. We're up here, and it's possible. Because I've actually won the first place grand prize. Never thought that would be possible here, especially being in a predominantly you don't see a lot of African Americans up there on stage, but it was an amazing feeling, especially. I don't know. It's just something about that whole year. Like everything just fell into place. Like Black Panther was coming out. I think was it 2018? Yeah, 2018. Yeah, we had Black Panther. You had me dressed as Falcon. I won first place. First black man to win first place. My girlfriend's black. She came in top 5. I still beat her though.
Good. Throw that in real quick.
Yep. But if I win, that means she wins too, because
Yes.
yeah. So yeah, that was awesome. I used some of my prize money to buy one of my guitars. I'll reveal her later. She's a big girl, but I'll reveal her later for you guys. But
Yes.
definitely 2018 was probably one of the best years I've ever had for cosplay. I miss it. It probably won't be another one like it, but that was an awesome year. Also, dang, I don't even know if I have the picture. Ah, shit, yeah. Grits. Dang. Son of a biscuit. Yeah, I had it somewhere, but also another memorable moment. I got the picture somewhere, but it's on my Facebook and on my buried somewhere in my Instagram. But last year, 2019, I was in my where's the helmet? I was in my Apex Pathfinder costume,
Ooh.
and I got to meet special guest. What's her name? Erica. You guys may not know her, but she's the voice actor of Ruby. I think it's Ruby from Steven Universe. Yeah, and she is so freaking pretty. I was like, oh, but she voiced it. One of the characters in the game Apex Legends. She played Bangalore. If you don't know who it is, it's the black chick.
I'll look her up.
The military black chick. She's freaking awesome.
Okay.
She slayed that part. But yeah, she also played in Steven Universe as Ruby. And I think some other video games and stuff too. But yeah, I'll show you guys. I'll tag you guys in the pictures later. But dang, I had the photo somewhere. But yeah, that was awesome. Another memorable experience. She's so pretty. Me and Asia, we both took a picture. We were cheesing, man, hard.
You're starstruck.
Yes. And that's also the same convention where last year where we were actually on the news.
What? Whoa! Wow.
I got the picture again. All the pictures and videos, they're buried somewhere in my Instagram. I was in this costume. Do I have 11? I think I have more of them, but I don't feel like bringing them out. Sadly, this is kind of all I have left of them. But I had on this costume, and yeah, we were on the news, featured for our convention, and it was called Dressing Up in Masquerade or something like that. You know how the media is; they like to switch the words up and call it how they want to call it. But still, it was a really nice experience because we were on the freaking news doing it big, y'all. Yeah.
I got a question too.
Yeah.
I love all these questions. Yeah, you guys are awesome.
Right.
Bird of Mouth said, "Sorry to ask, but how would you do the mask and goggles for Nighthawk? Raymond K, aka Kyle Richmond form from Marvel."
How to do the mask? It depends. I got to look at it though, but I got to see the photo for it though. But I would most likely I would try to use either if I can't replicate the materials like the thinness of it, I'll probably either get something off of Amazon that looks similar to it, and then like modify the crap out of it to make it mine type of thing. Just because I'm actually good like that. Like some stuff I'll buy it. I'll modify it and then try to make it look exactly like that character. Yeah, sorry about that, y'all. This is my private account. I only did this to avoid all the stupid bot pages and spy pages that be on my main page. If you don't know about that stuff, it's those accounts that be like, "Hey, Daddy, you want some of this?" I'm like, no. It's those pages. I'm like, or they be like, "You want to buy some hair extensions?" And I go to their page and their name is 0.1101. I'm like, no. We're not about to do this, fam. No.
That's right.
You can go. So no. So that's why I'm on here. I can't stand them things. So that's why I'm on here. But I'll send y'all the link to my main page probably towards the end if you guys want to follow me on that stuff. But yeah, I apologize. This is my private page. I'm only on here for that reason, so I can avoid all the BS pages. But
yeah, that makes a lot of sense.
any more questions before I continue? I'm loving these questions. I really appreciate it.
Yeah.
I'm a guy of mystery, so you better get it out now before I go to sleep. So.
She said, "Tell them your real account so they can follow you." Yeah. Appreciate the work.
You know, I'm gonna type that in right now for y'all. I'm kind of old, so excuse me. Can I type it?
He's 28. He says he's old.
Yeah, I'm
Well,
not.
I guess
I'm 98. I'm getting there. Let's see.
Oh, stop.
Can I even see? Alright,
Yeah.
I think I'll do it right. Let's see. So, all right, there we go. It's at jbass11711.
There you go.
You guys are gonna be amazed
Blown away.
by his
It,
content.
it's the
I
same.
know.
It's the same name like this. This doesn't have. No.
We feel ancient now. He says he's old and we're older than him.
I'm digging myself out of the ground. I'm a fossil.
All right. He said he's older. Oh, that's fine. I mean, at least he'll be 100 before I will, so that's good. That's good to know. I won't turn 100 before he does, so that's good.
Oh my god, it's like, well, so 4 years, and I want to feel every year, and you want to feel everything creak and crack. Wait
Yeah.
till 2. Oh yeah.
Yeah, true.
I claimed a bit late, so did not get the whole story. Do you live everyday life with your mask?
Yes and no, because again, Rona 2020 made that well known about the whole mask thing. So looks like I'll be wearing a mask for my daily life. But this is the mask, though. Don't worry. But I do only this year I would wear my mask, but before I would wear it in the winter because I get sick very easily in the winter. I can't stand winter. Again, I live in New York State. The winters here are brutal. I lived in Minnesota. And negative 30 degrees is not fun, trust me. I've been through negative 30. You don't want that. But yeah, you guys good on the questions, or is there some more?
You want to go to the next question?
Yeah, I don't
Yeah.
see anything coming up through the comments box. I guess we can go on to the next.
Oh, this is a
thing.
good
I got a lot more experiences if y'all want some more.
Whatever you want to
Yeah,
do.
if you want to share those,
It's
share
all
that.
good.
Okay. Oh yeah, here it is. Let me break out this paper real quick. All right, so shoot. Oh shoot. Okay, so yeah, I got some more experiences. I met again. I'm from Buffalo. I met another cosplayer who was from Buffalo as well. His name is Brad. I have pictures. He built this huge, I want to say this 10-foot tall Transformers costume, and I met him and stuff, and I'm just so blown away because he's a short guy, and he built this ginormous 10-foot tall Ironhide Transformers costume. I'm like, holy crap! I'm like, bro, you were here all along, But again, 716, we do it big. And he was a judge too for one of my conventions, so that was it was an absolute honor to be judged by him and actually win. So I'm very happy about that. Let's see. I met this other guy named Extreme Cosplay. He's a real famous guy. He's known for his very giant, huge mech builds. He's kind of a celebrity on Instagram. You guys should check him out too. His name is Extreme Cosplay. I met him in person and was judged by him. So awesome guy. He's kind of an Instagram celebrity on here too. Let's see.
Write that down. They asked Future Tunes asks, how much does your mask weigh and what is it made of?
This mask is actually extremely light. It's made of EVA foam. This stuff right here.
Oh wow.
It's pretty much floor mats made of this rubber material. It's made of all of this. This is my gold mine right here. Yeah, this is my go-to gold mine. It's very very light. It's very comfortable. It's nice and warm. It's snug. Very light stuff. But yeah, that's what this is made of. EVA foam. I love EVA foam. It's a cosplayer's gold mine. It's also good for armor too. Let's see. I had a lot of memorable moments as well. I had one where I was being interviewed by a guy named Webcam Nick. He's our local cosplay interviewer. He comes up with his mic and does his little web show for all the cosplayers. One time he interviewed me, and I want to say I was in my Halo costume, and I had an air conditioning system similar to this one. This one's rechargeable.
Okay.
Yeah, this is a freaking AC unit. It actually, this is what keeps. Yeah, see, I'm a beast like that. I'm telling y'all be sleeping on me, y'all. Y'all be sleeping on me.
Crap.
This thing is rechargeable. Yeah, but I had a much older one back then because I didn't even have this freaking. This thing is awesome, but I didn't have this back then. But anyway, he went to go interview me, so I'm like, okay, let me get ready. I'm in my costume, I'm in my 7 foot tall Halo armor because I think I was about, I want to say I was about 6'10", 6'11". I'm probably 7 foot in the freaking suit. So I'm in here getting ready, and it was a very hot summer at this convention, and my old AC unit in my helmet gives out. So I'm like, oh no. I'm sweating balls. And, and my girlfriend goes, "What's wrong?" I'm like, Asia, I think my helmet went out. She was like, "Oh, you poor thing." I'm like, "Yeah, I know, because I'm in this armor, and this is my only option of getting cool." So, and then Nick calls me over. He's like, "Yo, J-Bass, you ready for this interview?" I'm like, "Yeah, I'm ready." And so I'm walking over. I think I told Charm this before, but so I'm walking over and I'm doing this interview, and he goes, after the interview, he goes, "Hey, J-Bass, what's that white stuff on your face?" I'm like, good question. So I went to go take off my helmet, and my AC unit's battery completely burst, and all the acid was like running down my face. And he was like, J-Bass, I think that's battery acid. And I'm like, yeah, good to know. And I'm over here laughing. He's like, "Bro, are you okay? You're not burning?" But luckily, I had on like a balaclava, so that pretty much protected my face and stuff from getting burned. So stuff like that. It's just another day in the office. I have my fair share of malfunctions. I had one convention where I had this friend named Samantha. She's very well known for her Doveckian Skyrim armor. Very awesome cosplayer. I'll tag you in her after this. But she was one of my convention rivals that came in second place. She almost beat me, but if she did beat me, that would be very well deserved because she's very fire with her clean Doveckian armor Skyrim builds. But yeah, she we were going to this convention together. It was a day before, so I'm over here, a day before getting ready, trying out my. At the time, I was in a War Machine suit from. Was it? I'm trying to think. I think it was Captain America: Civil War. I was in my War Machine suit. Again, I had the helmet somewhere. Oh shoot. Oh, you know what? Let me show you the helmet. Yeah, I was in my War Machine armor.
That is cool.
This helmet does actually work. It does go up and down. I don't have the
What?
electronic piece for it. Do I have batteries in this bastard? Let me see. Do I
You
even?
was working on movie set exactly.
Right? Yeah, I be sleeping on it, brother. Yes. But
Oh my God.
I don't think it's powered. I don't think it's charged. But the helmet on this thing, when it's fully battery charged, it does go up and down.
Yes, you need to be working on some movie set. Yeah.
I'm sorry that the power is not fully charged on it yet, but the helmet does go up and down. Whenever I turn my head that way, the helmet will go up. If I turn my head that way, it'll go back down. I wish I could demonstrate it, but the
That is so
I
freaking cool. Yeah.
thank you. But yeah, I had him on, and I'm over here, in my backyard because I'm known to test out my armors, in my around my block. I literally go to the store across the street. I go to the grocery store or Burger King in full armor. Um, yeah, you see this massive guy in 6'10" armor walking down the street. You're like, isn't Halloween over? But we'll get to that. But yeah, I was walking by this group of kids that was getting off the bus, and I'm like, my dumb self, how about I go over there and troll the kids? So I went over there. I went down the hill. It was kind of raining out, so I'm over here trolling the kids, showing off my armor. And then when I went to go back up the small hill to go back to my house, my ankle freaking gave out, and I ended up tumbling, falling flat on my face twice in that hole right in front of the kids. That was so embarrassing. But yeah,
Were you okay?
yeah, but I jacked my ankle up so bad. I think I sprained it. So when I got back home, I was just in excruciating pain, and I was crying to Asia. I was like, I don't think I'm gonna make this convention. I'm in so much pain. She was like, oh, she's like, well, if you can't make it, I mean, but I was like, no, I can't, because I promised, her name's Samantha, the one that had the Devekian armor. I wanted to show her, because I'm a man of my word. If I told her I was going to this convention, I was gonna freaking go. So I just felt so bad, because I'm like, I'm in excruciating pain from this accident from test driving my suit. I accidentally, stepped in a small sinkhole and fell over with my platform boots on. So I was just in so much pain with this ankle. But I thank Asia for helping me get through, and she helped me power through the pain, and I was able to go and meet Samantha and stuff. And but it wasn't easy. I was limping, but I got out there, and because I'm a man of my word. So that's another memorable moment. Was I fought through the pain. Sometimes in life, you got to fight through the pain. Just like unfortunately, what's his name? The one that played Black Panther, with his passing away, with his condition. He fought through his pain, and it's sad, but sometimes in life, you got to keep pushing. But let's see. Yeah, other memorable moments. I got stopped by the police in armor, in full armor. Yep, I got stopped by the popo. Somebody called suspicious black person in armor. I mean, I think I scared somebody in the neighborhood. Probably a Karen. Was like, yeah, there's this black guy walking down the street. He's about 6 foot 8,000. I'm like, oh boy, here we go. So the popo stopped me, but luckily it went pretty well. They laughed and was photos and stuff, and they were cool with it. I was like, yeah, in your face, Karen. So, that was awesome. It was scary. It was scary now, because I was a black man in very tall armor, nearly 7 foot. So when you see an armored black guy, I'm like, oh shit, is this the guy? Oh, shit. So I ain't gonna lie, I was sweating buckets, man, because I was like, oh shit, I hope they don't strip search me and all that good stuff. You know how black you were going search now. But that was fun. That was definitely a memorable moment. Let's see what else. Back in Job Corps, I've done some cosplay in Job Corps. We did this was way back in like 2012. We did the Michael Jackson Thriller together. That was a cool moment. I was in full armor doing that. What else? My girlfriend, she had her suit malfunctions as well. She's the type of person who would like to talk trash, talk about stuff. Yeah, your suit better not break down. If it does, I ain't fixing it. I'm like, okay, yeah. And then come to find out, her suit broke down, and I had to fix it. When you was popping all that trash a second ago, then you got kicked in your chest. I was like, that's what she get.
Yeah, that's like also like a talent too.
Hey, everybody.
But yeah, every Comic Con I go to, I always bring like my armor would have like a station built into it. Oh, sorry, you guys didn't see me in my underwear there. This is sorry about that. Yeah, didn't see it. My fault. It's hot up here, yeah. I'm sorry. I'm sorry, it's hot, y'all. But yeah, this right here is a vital piece of equipment that I use in all my armored costumes. This is a 2-liter water pack, military water pack. I did a little ROTC back then, but I still kept it. This holds some gear inside here. I put all my cosplay doctor stuff, hot glue gun, hot glue, snacks, granola bars, phone chargers, handkerchiefs to wipe my tears away. Let's see what else. So yeah, this is pretty vital to my cosplay here. So I would carry this around, and yeah, I fixed her suit on the spot. I was like, yeah, bet you won't talk trash again, won't you? So yeah, I repaired her suit from her malfunctions and whatnot. Let's see what else. I think we were the first black couple to be on stage at a cosplay contest. That's pretty memorable. You really don't see black couples on stage doing cosplay contests. You really don't.
Right, yeah,
That's true.
that's very true.
So that was pretty memorable right there.
We're for it.
Black
So-
love.
Yeah, they're pretty much sums it up.
Oh, I thought that he froze. I thought you had frozen.
I know, like,
first.
Oh no, I was reading off my little hit list.
Okay.
I call it the hit list. Oh, here's a really good one. This one hits home the most. Remember that convention I was talking about, the one where I won first place for being Falcon? That's the same convention I went to that I dedicated that win towards my fallen cosplayer friend. His name was John. We call him Big John because he was a really big guy, but we call him Big John. He was a high school friend of mine. He unfortunately passed away months before the convention. He was he was in his late 20s as well, but it just hit us hard because it's like, wow, he was a high school buddy of ours. He's around the same age as us, and for him to go, it was heartbreaking because he didn't have kids yet or a wife and stuff. So, and he worked at the grocery store right across the street from my house. So it's like every time I go there, it's not the same. And then after he passed, the store mysteriously closed down for good. So it's like when he went, the store went. So, and his favorite color was purple. So what I did was I incorporated a purple handkerchief on the side of my Falcon suit, and I dedicated that win to him. I didn't know if I was gonna win or not, but I felt like with all that luck, that luck and stuff, and I felt like he was looking down on us, and I dedicated that win to him. So
Aww.
yeah, rest in peace, Big John. Yeah, I dedicated that win towards him. So that was definitely a huge memorable moment. And last but not least, the last and final memorable moment for me, 2020. Well, actually, 2019. Kids just running up to me wanting autographs and pictures, and kids are awesome, man. I'm not a huge fan of kids, but it's just something when you're in costume, like they're like, "Oh my gosh, you're my hero," and I'm like, "Oh, you're my heartstrings." So stuff like that, kids, man. I don't like them little runts, but when it comes to like cosplay and stuff, like they just run up to you and hug you. They're like, you're my hero." I'm like, "You're making me cry, kid." Stop it. I'm like, stuff like that, yo. That's an awesome feeling. Yeah, kids running up to me. I walking down the street in my armor. It's unusual because if it's not kids, running up to hug me, it's older black female cougars hitting on me while I'm in armor. I find that pretty unusual. I'm like, why you hit on me when I'm in my armor, but when I'm in regular clothing, I don't. It's just something about me in armor. I'm like, I don't know. It's just something about older black women want to holler at me. I'm like, I'm kind of test driving some suits right now. Like, I'm not trying to watch your kids. Put it on Paw Patrol or something.
They don't. That's men armor. That's what it is.
I'm like, oh, but I'm not trying to watch y'all kids. I have to watch Paw Patrol.
Oh my god.
What else? I got hit on by gay men. I'm like, I'm in costume right now. Like, can y'all like not? Like, everybody wants to hit on me when I'm in costume, but I just And he was so
Okay,
sincere too. He was like, "You want to go, go out and get some drinks later?" I was like, "No." I don't know. It's bizarre here, y'all. But I don't. I,
LOL,
Guys, I don't get it. I'm like, I get hit on by black female cougars or gay men. I'm like, but I just, I don't know what's with that combo here. I'm like,
That's
I'm like,
very
I'm flattered. I appreciate it, but I'm just like, yeah, I'm just gonna go home now and go to sleep. I think I had enough test driving for today. Me and my 7 foot tall armors. What do you want? Yes. No, I'm just joking. I'm just joking. Don't hurt me. Oh, okay. Hi, Asia. The phone's upside down. Oh, okay. You want some chicken? No chicken? You want to hop on live? You too shy? I'm gonna have the divas have you on next. Oh, Asia here. She's a freaking beast. She's the one that drew Charmnera in animation of her in her Harley Quinn Scissorhands.
We saw that. We loved it.
Yeah, she's a freaking beast. Y'all should not sleep on her because she worked so hard day and night for weeks trying to make that 4 second video. Like it took a tremendous amount of work just to make 4 seconds of that video. Like she put in blood, sweat, and tears for that video. So that's how much we love and appreciate Charmnera. Like,
Oh, come and say hi.
she said, "Come and say hi." They said, "Say hi." You gotta bring your oily butts over here. I beat you in a convention, so they already know that. You can just put your hand out.
Hi. Hey.
You good, Miss Inky? Okay, all right, you timber doodle. But yeah, she bust her butt making that for Charm, and yeah, just seeing the tremendous amount of work being poured into that, like that's true dedication. That's how much we love Charmnera. So big ups to Asia for doing that. That's another memorable moment too. I just had so many. I made Charm a Harley Quinn Scissorhands Funko Pop doll. If y'all didn't know, that was me. I made the doll. Yep, designed it, molded it, all that good stuff. I got a TikTok video of me making it. Charm has been spoiled a lot this year. I showered her with gifts. I've all of that. Like it's not even Christmas yet, and we already showered Charm with so much gifts and so much love. So, but she truly deserves it.
You have to give the queen tribute.
Yes, thank you. Like she just deserves so much better. Like she deserves to be treated like the queen that she really is. Like so innovative, so phenomenal, so underrated. Like bruh, y'all just don't even know. And she's multi-talented, just like me. And we're from the same freaking city. It's like, bro, like, we do it big over here. You But
movie like by y'all come up with like a concept for a movie. You create all of the
right.
Stuff, like what the heck, man?
She's
so cute.
But yeah, as far as 2020 goes, she by far is the most memorable moment for just this whole year. This has been such a crappy year. Like, if it wasn't for me meeting and discovering Charmnera, like none of this would be possible for this year. I wouldn't even met you guys. I wouldn't even know who the divas were. I wouldn't have a TikTok. I wouldn't have 1,000 followers on Instagram. I wouldn't even be with some of these costumes you see here. Like it's all because of her. That's why I, shower her with gifts and all this other stuff, because it's a way to give thanks and show her how much I really appreciate this. Like, because she said I can't this moment. I mean, I owe you so much, because this whole year, like, I had so much convention stuff planned out, but when Rona hit, Like, bruh, I was devastated because I was supposed to meet Steve Downs, the guy who plays the Master Chief in Halo, one of the most iconic